Hello and welcome to the Latitude 59 pitch competition pre-finals day number 4. And this means it's the last day.
Final stretch. Final 11 startups pitching. I will be one of your moderators today, Randar Bark, and with me, as always, the ever-lovely, red-lipped today, Kathleen Caroline Norgmägi.
It's the last day tradition now. I can't forget it anymore.
Of course.
It's part of me.
You have to. There's, traditions to be followed.
Exactly. So next year, I have to be on this couch again, yeah?
You already know what's going to happen. The red lips, it's all going to be there.
So yeah, today we have 11 startups and they have been selected from the maximum numbers of 526 startups. We already have 3 winners. Today we're going to select the 4th one with you here on the live. And after the live, all of our judges are going to put their heads together once again and pick another at least 4 startups. Let's see.
But it's not us who are actually choosing. So it's the couch is neutral. The couch is Switzerland. We don't interfere. But the people in charge, the people choosing on our left and to you guys' video feed now, would you like to introduce our jury?
I would love to. So welcome back, Heidi Kakko, who is the EstBAN Syndicate lead investor.
Good afternoon.
So, do you have any final tips for the last startups pitching today?
Absolutely. Don't freak out. Be yourself. You know your business better than anybody else. And it's only 1 million euros that you're competing for.
Yeah, it's only 1 million. So.
Yes, it's only the first million.
Yeah.
Many to come. But on the jury as well, CEO Moonkiscade, Romet Rahoja.
Hi.
Yes, good to have you. Yes.
Good job.
Of course, yes. Okay, killing it with the name so far. But having walked the halls of Latitude multiple years at this point, what's the one thing that you're most excited to see from the startups here pitching today?
I would say, first of all, to provide the highlight of what's their uniqueness and what's their value. So, the basics.
Thank you.
So, we also have Aline, who is a partner at Civita. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very well.
Very well. So, what are some of the newest trends to look out for when investing into startups?
Oh, there are always different trends. Last year, we all know AI was a big thing, as we are running many different programs for startups across Europe. Then we see quite different interesting things. But I think what is really, really important today and what we have seen around quite a lot is anything related to defense. And I think it's very important for Europe to work a lot on that topic today.
Absolutely. So if you are working with a defense startup, you have Harry's heart already.
Yes. And finally, the 4th member of the jury, joining us over video, Samuela Kivilo, Senior Associate at Specialist VC.
Hi, greetings.
Oh, good to see you. So what's the one thing a startup today has to have to get the Samuela seal of approval?
Yeah, I guess from Specialist side, what we want to see is that there is a good fit between the founding team and the problem they're solving. So it's nice if the teams can sell it to us.
Perfect. Well, I say that you're in luck today because we're at the final day here, the 11 startups that are about to start pitching. So the focus today is on software as a solution services, e-commerce, hospitality, as well as the creative industry. So we're going to see a lot of interesting solutions coming from all around the world. Where exactly are our pitchers today from?
They really are all around the world. We have pitchers from Estonia, United Kingdom, Kenya, Latvia and Slovakia. And as we already mentioned, they are all competing for the 1 million, but we actually have 6 more other prizes to give away.
Yes, like the opportunity to represent your company and the Baltics at the New Nordics pitch competition finals.
Yep. And Google Cloud Credits is giving away credits for the best startups.
Infobip, as always, they've stuck with Latitude through thick and thin. They are providing the solutions and channel credits for the best startups here.
And our lovely Workland is giving away office spaces for the 3rd best startups in this competition.
And I heard that if you're lucky enough, you might actually run into the Latitude 59 team there as well.
Yeah, we have our little home there.
Unfair advantage, but okay. Then, of course, speaking of talent, Talent Hub is providing they have put out a special Magnetic Talent Award, which the contents of that you'll find out later.
And last but not least, PRnews.io, Moonesgate, and Jacobo Solutions is giving away technical and service supports.
But I think without further ado, should we get started? Because there's a whole lineup here and they're all antsy to get on the screen and show you what they got.
Yes, so let's get started. Are you ready, judges?
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
We got all three, yes. That's a good start.
I guess we're all aligned, which is lucky because the first startup today pitching as well
is Aline from Estonia. And from there we have Georg Vooglaid. Aline helps back-to-back scale-ups turn every customer conversation into a growth opportunity. Let's hear all about it.
I'm George, the CEO of Aline, and we help B2B product and go-to-market teams find and use customer evidence across tooling. B2B scale-ups have a ton of unstructured data that never gets used. Customer conversations, including product insights or evidence that can help bring deals over the line. But the problem is these findings always get lost across people, tooling, and different moments of the customer's journey. Well, Aline helps you activate that data by creating a single source of truth for customer evidence. We aggregate all conversations you have with your customers, analyze them for findings such as problems, praises, competitor mentions, and beyond, and uncover patterns across these conversations. More importantly, we make that data searchable so you can dig deeper into specific topic areas or understand conversations with a certain group of customers. But what does having access to this type of data actually enable? Well, we started with helping product teams validate hypotheses. No more who else has brought up this topic, just type in the problem or the topic you want to know about, and we'll deliver all the relevant context with customer information. As we rolled out this tool with our design partners, however, we started getting demand from go-to-market teams as well, with sales wanting tailored customer references for each prospect to increase conversion rates, or customer success who wants to understand the delta between activated and lost customers, or marketing who just wants to tell better stories at scale by using your own customer evidence. The point I'm trying to make here is that this data is not only useful for understanding what matters to your customers, it can actually help drive higher quality leads and higher conversion if used in the right context. We target B2B scale-ups with 100 plus employees, a sales-led model, and our early adopters include Persona, Moss, and Katana, among others. Our typical contract value is between 10 to 30K annually, and we charge a flat subscription fee based on the amount of content that we process. We are a team of 4 product and go-to-market leaders from companies like Passbase, Verif, and Wise, and we're building a tool that helps companies stay close to their customers, even as they scale.
All right, thanks, Georg, for starting off the last day. Let's hear it from the judges.
Thank you, Georg. Would you please explain a bit more the sales model, how you actually select those target customers?
Yeah, absolutely. So today, these customers have mostly come through just warm outbound, so introductions from investors, previous colleagues, so forth. The way that we address these customers is that we first run a sort of a paid pilot to make sure that we provide value for them, and then we try to convert them to annual customers. The target customer on our side is sort of a mid-market B2B customer with hundreds of customers themselves. And usually they have a more technical product, they have a complex setup and a sales-led model. And that is important because the friction between sort of sales, product, and customers emerges typically in these types of contexts.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for a good pitch, and you have a great team. And I was looking also from your pitch deck that you have really awesome backers also from Bolt, Verif, Wise. So my question is rather, How often do you meet those early investors who are definitely great advisors as well? And what was the last time and what kind of advice did they give you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very lucky to have such backers. With our lead investor from the previous round, we have these bi-weekly sessions, but I think the last time I actually connected with one of these advisors was with Janer from Verif. We called just like 2 days ago to discuss a bit about sort of, just business overall and positioning and these sort of things.
Great.
You also mentioned that that you basically generate a single source of truth. How does your solution responds and actually comply with the GDPR and data security?
Yeah, great question. So by single source of truth, I mean that we aggregate the data across your tooling. So we don't necessarily, enable you to, let's say, this is not meant to be a platform that has information that is only in this platform. It's actually a platform that has information from other platforms. In terms of data security, we are actually in the process of our ISO 27001 certification right now. Just went through a pen test. We, take best practices in the industry to make sure that our data security is in line with the industry standards. And I think that if you look at the companies that we've gotten as early design partners, we've had to go through pretty significant security reviews in this process. So we've taken that as a priority from day one.
Thank you.
I have a very short, quick one. Are you actually fundraising right now?
Not actively.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for a strong start.
Yes, short and sweet with the last question and answer as well. Love to see it. But if you've ever been in a store and then thought, damn, I could really use this in an online setting, Askflow AI might be just the solution for you, because they're recreating the offline shopping experience for online stores, recommending perfect product matches generated by their own AI. Here to present, Maria Volina.
Do you like shopping or actually buying things you love? Hey, I'm Alex, founder of Askflow AI. And in my 30s, I realized I needed to up my skincare game. So I had it online. Overwhelmed by options, I left empty-handed. Filters, categories would have only helped me if I knew what the heck is retinol, vitamin C, or even moisturizers. In department stores like Kauppamaja, a helpful assistant would have guided me. But online, 7 out of 10 shoppers leave without buying anything. That is what we solve. So Askflow AI is a set of plugins, or as we call it, a conversational commerce platform, because people buy from people. And we are bringing this human approach to online stores with our AI assistants. We are not asking merchants to fire the whole marketing and sales team. We still need one person to push the launch button, right? But all the rest is done by Askflow in just 2 minutes. We marry e-commerce best practices with product catalog. So since our launch in early 2024, we've proven our concept. With our MVP, over 300 installs, we are already ready for the growth. We are on track to have 30 enterprise users by the end of Q2, aiming to onboard 70,000 stores in a year. We have a freemium subscription model starting at $29 per month, with additional enterprise level solutions. There are more than 26.5 million online stores potentially benefiting from our solution. I'm a seasoned e-commerce expert, and Anton turns complex designs into user-friendly solutions. Maria, our CMO, is known for building communities, and Arta architects our AI systems, plus we have already been working together. We're seeking for 1.5 million investment to fuel our growth, expand our product line, and integrate with major e-commerce platforms. So do you like shopping or do you love buying? With Askflow AI, your customers will always love buying. Thank you.
Thank you. And on to questions from our jury.
Yeah, maybe I will kick off to a little bit understand better your product. That Does it mean that you are now building some kind of next level of something that will follow me everywhere? As we know, there are ways they show that people buy also this, and later, couple of weeks at least, you will be hunted by the ads wherever you go, or are you somehow different? And what's so much better in your case?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I would love to say that we are somewhat different. So in our case, we are basically providing alternative way to navigate through the e-commerce store. So instead of just going to different categories, browsing endless sections and pages, trying to find the perfect product fit for you, filtering down the results, presumably you know what exactly you're looking for. We have a helpful helping hand from the shopping assistant, extremely knowledgeable, extremely friendly, not intrusive, who is always there, happy to help. Basically, the ideal copy of your best salesperson.
Mm-hmm. I think Samuel has a question.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. So thank you for the good pitch. I had a question about user journey. So could there be a negative effect of Askflow in a sense that the customer goes to the website and finds what he or she wants really quickly, and meaning that he doesn't have enough time to wander around and buy other products? So could there be like this cannibalization effect kicking in?
Such a great question, Samuel. Thank you. So the reason why we're not focusing on one particular product, and instead of we having this kind of platform approach towards things, or as we call it, conversational commerce suite of tools. This is exactly that reason. So we see that we can provide the ideal product fit quite quickly, but we also can squeeze, let's say, all of the juices when it comes to the upselling, or maybe even promoting the subscription model. When we see that there is a potential for the item to be basically bought as a subscription, we actively recommend that, incentivizing customer with the discount for the first order in exchange of him subscribing for the consecutive 3 orders at least. So there are a variety of tools that we can also supplement and add in order to kind of maximize the kind of overage order value. So upselling, subscription, and other tools to increase that.
I have a quick question as well. Help me understand, what's your reasoning behind the fact that you're focusing only on beauty and fitness stores?
This is just a status. So like we obviously want to expand to other verticals and the industries, but we just decided that there will be enough of, let's say, kind of pilot customers. And we already have quite a few case studies that are relevant to the chosen industries. Obviously, we plan to expand. And as you may know, we only launched for the Shopify ecosystem for now, but we are also actively expanding to all of the other e-commerce platforms, major ones like Magento, BigCommerce, Commerce Tools, and others. So this is just for the beginning. And we also have a feeling that, for example, when it comes to the beauty and health, there are lots of things that users can't decide from the get-go. So in order to understand what will be the best, for example, vitamins for them, we also need to understand what are their kind of unique circumstances, what they need. So that's why the health quiz would be a good solution.
Thank you. So I think helping us move through shopping experiences more fluidly is a very noble cause. But on to our next startup.
Yes, next up we have another Estonian startup called Asly. Asly is an AI-powered chat software to help deliver an unparalleled customer experience. So Sandra Rosna, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandra, the founder of Asly, and my passion is raising the bar in customer service using the power of AI. I believe you have heard of Zendesk, the industry giant in customer service software. If you haven't heard of Punkted, they're an e-commerce store listed on Nasdaq. They shifted from Zendesk to Asly to implement easily scalable and high-quality customer service, and they cut 75% on their customer service budget. And there are 100,000 of SMEs just like Punkted who struggle to deliver automated, multilingual, and caps lock high-quality customer service. Whereas giants are investing heavily in AI assistant and self-service solutions, SMEs still rely mostly on email and phone. The e-commerce industry has been consistently growing and is projected to expand to 7 trillion next year. And Asly empowers SMEs with a cost-efficient, AI-driven customer support tool, allowing them to compete with corporate giants. Every team can seamlessly integrate AI assistant with their human-powered support. High-quality, scalable support is just 2 minutes away for almost every website platform. At Asly, we're a team of 6 and backed by well-known Estonian investors, and we have several customers who joined as investors, and we have graduated Y Combinator startup school. Traction from day one, 98% of beta customers remain active daily users, paying customers in 10 countries. Subscription fees start at 49 euros per month. 250 paying customers, and we're about to hit 150K in annual recurring revenue. Asly stands out by providing the fastest and easiest setup for high-quality corporate-level customer service chat with AI assistant. And to accelerate our growth, we're opening the 1.5 million seed round. Thank you for your time, and let's raise the bar in e-commerce customer service together.
Thank you, Sandra. I can see you have come a long way already, but the jury is ready with the questions.
Thank you, Sandra. I think that there's one word that describes you the best, that's perseverance, so that you are so resistant in a positive way. And thank you also for that. What are the current obstacles for Asly to scale up?
Thank you, Heidi. I definitely don't plan to give up as a founder. It's so critical. To scale faster, I believe that we have done so much work during the past year, and I pitched here a year ago, and we have more confidence in the product, in onboarding, clarity in ideal customer profile. So we're fundraising to speed up scaling and obtain more customers and improve our processes.
Thank you.
Also, a question regarding AI. How do you ensure your AI models' accuracy?
Currently, we are totally agnostic in terms of the AI solutions we're using to provide our services. So we rely right now at OpenAI and ChatGPT latest models, and we're having our own in-house prompt engineering to make sure that the customers who are using AI assistant solutions get at the highest quality level, the automation within the easy inquiries from the customers, where we feel that this is the strength and this is the opportunity to automate simple tasks, simple questions, and then as the complexity grows, we're improving the AI models.
Yeah, thanks for the pitch, and it's always been great to work with you. So congratulations for what you have done so far. Maybe since very often your product is mixed with chatbots and stuff like that, can you maybe say just 3 kind of main features what really makes you different and why customers have been opted to you compared to other well-known brands?
Great question. As we're making demos to our customers, and this is our primary customer acquisition channel, then those features that work for one customer might not be exactly the same for another. but we're converting 60% during the demo. So it means that for every type of e-commerce, despite the industry, electronics, beauty, fashion, it's so easy to show the difference of a free or just another frustrating chatbot on the market and the quality solution. So I'm just happy to admit that that those features that we have built are exactly what customers need right now, and they do need to get opportunity to provide amazing customer service with a minimal budget and smart AI automation.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for the interesting answers and greetings to Workland.
Yes, greetings continue. So we send our warm 12-degree greetings to Kenya, where Chums is based out of, who they have developed a gamified savings product that leverages behavioral psychology to help individuals save at low cost. Here, on their behalf, is Samuel Njuguna.
Hello, my name is Samuel Njuguna. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Chums. What is Chums? We define Chums as a goal-based savings and investment app that utilizes behavioral psychology to guide you on how and when to save. For example, if you spend in a pub, the app will send you special alerts asking you whether you want to save. In my previous life, I was building alternative credit scoring engines to determine whether the unbanked people can access credit. And it's out of this that I realized Africa has very low saving rates. And it's as low as 8.5% in Africa. Why is this the case? It's because of three main issues. One, most fund managers ask for very high ticket size for one to save and invest. Two, most people are unbanked, meaning they don't have channels to save and invest. And then three, most people lack a habit towards saving and investing. With Chums, we have solved those main problems in this way. One, we allow people to save as low amount as they have. Two, if they don't have bank accounts, they can just download the app, and in 3 minutes they're able to register and start saving. And for those struggling with habit, through behavioral psychology, we are able to guide them on how and when to save. Saving through behavioral-based aspects is big business, as can be seen from companies such as Acorn, Nubank, and Chai. In Africa, over 2 billion worth of transactions are done daily on mobile money. And with our solution utilizing mobile money, this goes on to show what a big market size this is. Our growth has been over 160,000 users in under 2 years, and we have 40,000 monthly recurring revenue as we speak. Our team is very diverse, from second-time founders, people who have done investments globally, to people who have been building core banking solutions in Africa. Our ask is $1 million to enable us to expand to 4 other African countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. And give word to our jury.
Yeah, thanks for the pitch. Since it is a subscription service, then I have a question about what are the future possible upsell opportunities, and if there are opportunities, do you plan to increase the revenue per customer, or it will clash with your main incentive, which is actually that customers want to save and not to pay for services?
Awesome. Yeah, so thanks for having me here. That's a great question. So we have quite a number of avenues which you can utilize, which we have not yet touched on. For example, in our data, we can tell you, because it's a goal-based savings platform, we can tell you we have, for example, 10,000 people saving for insurance. We have another 50,000 saving for example, real estate, or another 10,000 saving for vacation. So the idea we are planning with this is do a B2B matching, whereby, for example, with insurance, we can say, instead of the insurance company paying the brokers the matching fee or the finder's fee, they can easily now give that value to us, and we can also attribute some to our customers. So in short, in terms of whether this goes in conflict with ideally what we are seeing our customers doing, no, it doesn't. In fact, last year we had over 60,000 goals that were met, and what happens is, once someone meets their goal, they can go ahead and withdraw their money, they have achieved their goal. So in essence, by extending this to a B2B matching, it still aligns with what the user intended to do.
Thank you. What does that 1 million enable you to achieve? What kind of milestones?
I think first of all, it's key to note that our growth has largely been word of mouth. Over that 160,000. Beginning of this year, we had 16,000 people who signed up within the first 6 days of the year planning new goals. So with the 1 million, what we plan to do is be very aggressive on the marketing locally. And also, as we have been doing this, what has gone around about our solution. And for a neighboring country such as Uganda, we have a waiting list of over 1,000 customers. So the idea is if we have this, we're able to set in new grounds. But also it's key to be cognizant that our product is highly regulated. So that also allows us to go through the whole regulation space, be able to deploy, do soft launches in these other markets. But the money also allows us now to actively and aggressively market even in the current market we are in.
Thank you.
I had a little bit, maybe because it's short pitch and many different things you were talking about. Savings versus investments versus optimizing insurance or something, as you said. Maybe you can clarify a little bit. What are you exactly?
Yeah, so we usually say there are 4 pillars to finance. You have savings, you have insurance, you have credit, and you have investments. The one that's the most superior of those 4 is savings. If you do savings right, you're able to access credit, you can be able to invest, and you can be able to pay off your insurance. So what we do
but you mean savings from other products and services, what you are spending on, not just putting money aside. Did I understand you correctly?
So what the app does, basically, it guides you to put money aside. It guides you how to save. It's only that the app is goal-based. So we can see people who are saving, but they're saving for things like insurance. Or there are people, in fact, on our app, we have a goal that we call clearing your debt. So we also enable people to save towards clearing their debt. So the platform, the core focus is optimizing on saving and guiding people how to save. But once they get into the platform, they can save for various items. They can be saving to pay off insurance or debt, or even for the TV that they want to save for.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Time is up.
Thank you, Samuel. And let's see who's up next.
So everybody knows when staying in a hotel, the best part of it is the buffet breakfast and the free gym. But what if you could do only the breakfast and the gym and you don't have to stay there actually? That's where Eat-in Hotels comes to rescue. It's a Latvian startup and it helps hotels offer amenities like buffets and gyms to non-overnight guests, reducing environmental footprint. So let's hear it from Mikos Losans.
Hi, my name is Mikos. I'm the co-founder of Eat-in Hotels. Here's what you need to know. We're a marketplace that connects massive leftover capacity from hotels, roughly 30% of it, with consumers who look at hotels right now as if they're these special places they cannot go to for a simple breakfast or a spa. And we offer them some of the best deals in the market, which is roughly 30-50% cheaper. Now, for the past 5 months, since December last year, we've been able to onboard more than 1,000 users. In fact, we facilitated more than 600 different breakfasts. Now, our ambition, though, although we're starting in the Baltics, is to get to at least 10 million people across 1,000 different cities all around the globe, to show that a hotel is a place to go to at any point in time, not just by staying overnight or traveling, but any time. And you can do that by simply the same way you have a Netflix subscription. So for the price of $9.99, a family can get a membership to get massive discounts on breakfast, spas, and other services. Now, we are doing that, what Airbnb has done, what Uber has done, and tap into a massive unused amount of capacity only in hotel industry. And we have a team that knows this. Julia with 25-year experience in hospitality, Arturs with 15 in IT, myself in sales and marketing, and Maxim in finances and legal. And we started a company before we have gone through the badge of honor of bankruptcy, but more importantly, we know how it's to work together. So What we're doing now, we're raising 500,000 euros, and that's going to get us to 10 cities across Europe. We're in the process of validating our business model, but what we need is not just cash. We need people who understand this can be a massive opportunity, and if this is the person that are you, then let's talk.
As always, I have a lot of questions myself because this really sounds too good to be true, but let's hear it from the professionals. Oh, I think Samela wants to go first.
Yes, thanks. So this business model seems to be quite a lot localized. So what is your go-to-market strategy? Do you plan to have a sales team in each of the countries?
Yeah, actually, we were thinking that it's localized before as well, since before we tried that with Tallinn. Turns out that we can convert hotels just by doing online sales call. And they are converting. We did basically 6 sales calls with hotels, and 4 said that, yes, we're in when you're launching in Tallinn. So actually, in order to scale, our go-to-market strategy is that we're doing the sales without being in the specific market. We're basically, first of all, converting the hotels because they have very strong need. They just have this massive leftover capacity, and they're just opening their arms. And we're taking them in and then launching a marketing campaign in that specific market. So that's our go-to-market strategy.
Thank you, Mikos. Very interesting. Doesn't sound like rocket science at all, and very fascinating that it hasn't been done yet. So what are the obstacles?
Yeah, so there are multiple things that probably that is the reason why it's not done. Because hotels, they are very hard to approach and actually to get them in. And I think that this is our uniqueness, as in the beginning you asked. Our uniqueness is our execution. And I will give you an example that to get in a hotel, they are not interested in huge amount of percentages to share, et cetera, et cetera. But what we do is we enter the hotel through breakfasts. And as nobody has basically nobody has offered this service to the specific hotel employee, they're opening their arms and signing agreements because they want to sell their extra breakfasts. And then when we are in, we already have the agreement. We're basically onboarding other hotel services which otherwise wouldn't be open to us. And I think that this is the first thing that basically hotels are hard to get in. But I think that we have solution for that. But of course, I mean, this is we have heard multiple times also from the hotels. Wow, this is amazing. Why we didn't have something like that before? And yeah, I think that the reason is the execution, that basically nobody has actually found the best way, like a way how to actually get the hearts of hotels and then get the hearts of customers.
Mikos, thank you. And relax. We have some more questions.
Yeah, very quick last question for you. It's just short time and you have been talking a lot about positive at the moment. Any hotels who have churned as well, and why?
Of course. There are some of the big ones that basically we go, thanks for the comment. I'm super excited to be here. But yeah, so there are multiple big names that think that they are the kings of the city, and they are saying, no, guys, we're not going to share 30% or 40% of our prizes because we're happy without that. And we're saying okay, maybe there's time when they're going to convert, because the business model that we have is that we have subscription, right? So when we have let's say 5,000 people in one city, then we're going to the hotel, and then I think they're going to convert. Also, we know the actual costs of let's say breakfasts, and the actual costs are quite low, to be honest. But some of the hotels share that. And that's why I think that there is
thank you. Actually, the time is very much up, but you didn't actually answer my question, to be honest.
The problem.
Thank you.
I mean, there are a lot of problems.
Truly a soul of a politician. But thank you. Thank you, Mikos. And I think, yes, time to move on northward back to Estonia. And from Estonia, Fairown's Hendrik Roosna is going to tell you about how their product allows you to buy products without the hassle of dealing with resale.
My name is Henrik Roosna. I'm the founder and CEO of Fairown. My passion is helping businesses to shift to circular economy with the secret sauce, pre-planned buyback. This year started with game-changing event. 50% of smartphones sold through the Fairown. Not just in some mid-size e-commerce, but in the largest e-commerce store in Nordics. Fairown offers a new customer experience by adding product buyback already at the checkout. For brands and merchants, we made it extremely easy to enable providing buyback. Simply add an additional checkout method. Why so many customers have chosen Fairown checkout? Because people want to use the latest gadgets, but they hate the hassle of resale. Selling products without agreeing buyback terms is causing environmental disaster. How many old used devices do you have in your drawer? As the second-hand marketplaces rely purely on consumer action, these have failed to deliver a circular economy. It has to start from point of purchase. Fairown is trusted partner in 9 countries, working with well-known brands. Last year, our revenue was 2.5 million euros, and we added buyback option for 59 million euros worth of products. And this is just day one. We have a clear pipeline how to 10x our business by 2026. Our team has the deepest knowledge of the industry, having spent 18 years in modeling circular economy and technology development. Thank you for your attention. Let's get in touch.
Thank you, Henrik. I think it's time we got a little bit more than just in touch, but get deep down into some questions from our jury.
Yes, thank you for the pitch. I have a quick question. I'd like to understand why can't the retailers cover the buyback by themselves and cut out the middleman, aka Fairown?
We got started brands doing it by themselves as Apple tried it to do it in their own channel. So there are some corporate innovation projects there, but it takes a couple of years for them to execute. And our platform is just technically better, organized betterly, and have more data and experience. So some innovations are there, but haven't worked out so far. We are ahead of that.
Yeah, you have been working quite a long time in this industry for sure. And but any competitors doing the same thing like you, and why you are better?
Corporate innovators are building in-house. Rental is like asset heavy and like hard to main competitive in the long term. So, and that's pretty much it. Not much more. Corporate innovators and rental getting more and more expensive as the base rates are growing and credit losses are increasing. So that's a little bit it.
Thank you, Henrik. I have a question whether you have investigated whether it's possible to implement Fairown as a standard so that basically nothing can be sold without the repurchase commitment.
Haven't investigated that way, but if you stated that this is actually the way the world should work, because the responsibility of taking the product out from customers' hands has to be on the point of purchase and agreed at the point of purchase. So this is a very valid point. Thank you for that, Heidi.
Thank you.
I think Samuel also has a question.
Okay, I'll try to make it quick. So I heard a bold statement in the deck that second-hand marketplaces don't solve the issue. But do you agree with our hypothesis that there are some categories, such as clothes, that still will do better at the second-hand marketplaces?
I would say the major driver of efficiency is agreeing it at the point of transaction. Because in the secondary market, if you are pure like trade-in player, marketplace, whatever, and you are receiving the products when like whatever condition they are, if we talk about the clothes or whenever they coming in, if there is no agreement or deal in advance done with the consumer, it's less effective. Nobody knows what is coming and when and why. So meaning in that sense, I would say that trade-in or this kind of marketplace business doesn't support circular economy in a proper way. It can be done much better if the expectations are agreed with the consumer who is actually buying the new product, what he should do or she should do.
Thank you, Hendrik, and thank you to our jury for their questions.
So guys, we are on our last day of the pitch competition. 6 startups are done, 5 more to go. How's the energy? How's the vibes? Are you ready for the last 5?
Absolutely.
Absolutely ready. It's been very interesting so far. Just get them to our hands.
Wow. So with that electric energy here, at least, who's next?
Whoop, whoop. Let's go on to the next one. So for the next startup, we have Roadmape. And Roadmape is an AI-powered product strategy software that helps product teams make best strategic decisions with AI. Unfortunately, the founder couldn't join us today, but that doesn't mean that they're not up and running for the 1 million. So let's still see the pitch.
Hi everyone, I'm Merve, co-founder and CRO at Roadmape. With Roadmape, we save product teams from deadly strategic mistakes. Our mission is to make product strategy autonomous and successful. Our team comprises individuals with extensive experience in engineering, design, and growth. Led by me and my co-founder Samet, we are driven by passion and expertise. We are former product managers as well. Every day, large product teams and scale-up and enterprise tech companies, they define the fate of their company by making micro or macro product decisions. This not only affects their development costs, but also impacts their opportunity costs, competition success rate, or market share gain. We at Roadmape have developed the first AI product manager, and with its unique features such as AI agent, it addresses the problem by helping product teams to decide what to build next. Roadmape is your AI PM. It does not only create micro or macro strategies, it also prioritizes issues and manage your all features, what's next, and create roadmaps for you and keep it up to date. Our market research shows a growing demand, especially in SaaS businesses, which is our ICP. And our business model is designed to maximize efficiency and scalability by revised trial model. We activate B2B businesses as fast as possible than the other products currently. In few months, we acquired our first customers, and we project significant growth over the next few years. By 2025, we aim to achieve 1 million ARR. I'm Merve, co-founder of Roadmape. We invite you to join us on this journey as we change how product companies work with AI.
Thank you, Merve, and hope to see you soon on Latitude 59.
Yes, but moving right along, in an age of anonymity, we oftentimes run into what the kids call haters. How to deal with these haters if you're running an online store? Well, TrollWall AI from Slovakia is here to help you. It's an AI-powered co-pilot which shields brands from toxic online comments under their profiles. Let's see, and here to present is Thomas Halas.
My name is Philip, and I'm CDO of TrollWall, and we created first AI social media autopilot with human-level accuracy. You're such a liberal. Ukrainian refugees are not people, but you should not support gay pride. Those people should be. These comments have two things in common. They are written on a social media of our clients. Such comments do not appear there anymore. They are not there to poison discussion and discourage decent people from participating. They are not there because TrollWall hides it within seconds since they are posted. By filtering out toxic voices, we create room for meaningful, constructive, and democratic discussion. Toxic online discussions are a huge global problem, and will become even bigger in coming years due to sharp increase in AI-generated content appearing online. We can fight back only with use of AI moderation, the one that understands the language as we humans do. TrollWall is already up to 60% more accurate than other currently existing services. We created TrollWall with a unique combination of our skills. Tomasz Halas, our CEO and product lead, brings extensive experience in social media management for high-profile figures, including Vice President of the European Parliament. I, Filip Stričko, have managed multi-million projects for top-tier consultancy firms like Ernst & Young and Accenture. And Tomáš Kostur, our head of AI, is a PhD researcher specializing in natural language processing with strong focus on ethical practices. We created TrollWall in early 2023, and we got our first investment in last December. Since then, we managed to double our MRR. We expanded to 8 new countries in Europe and Latin America, and we increased the number of paying customers by over 91%. We raised 500K at the end of 2023, and we'll be raising more later this year, because we want to bring our technology to everyone, no matter where you live, no matter what language you speak.
Thank you. A very noble mission once again. So a lot of questions, but I see that our jury is already biting at the chance to ask.
Thank you. I've got a question regarding the customer strategy, because if it's meant for everybody, how do you actually select your customer base?
Thank you for the question. Generally speaking, we already know our customers. Our customers consist 40% is corporation, PR agencies, to companies, 40% are political parties, political candidates, public figures such as presidents. We work with 3 presidents, and 20% are the institution or NGOs. So we generally know who are our clients, and we also scrape data. We scrape comments from social networks, and we put our AI on it. So we see who has the problem, and then we approach them by account-based marketing.
Thank you. Very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have such kind of question that AI and all those models behind it, what they qualify as bad thing and what they qualify as a good thing. There was an example that with 3-letter artist name, Estonian artist, building up the brand for years, had to change it because it was classified by AI as a bad thing. So how do you avoid such kind of things?
That's a great question. AI is not solution to everything, and there are different types of AI. What we really consider is our quality. What we do, we train our data specifically for each language, for each market, and we use local native annotators, independently, at least 3 of them, who are annotating the data to train the AI, because we know the hate speech and the swear words are very local based. What we also do, we have a whole feedback loop where we take all this, we take some sample of the data after the AI is deployed, and we give them back to annotation. And we also take the feedback from our clients. We have a whole process from it, and the development is never finished. We have keep on going and updating, because also the language is updating. Unfortunately, also the swear words and the hate speech is updating.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I have also a question that what type of challenges and uncertainties are still lingering on your mind regarding the solution?
Thank you for the question. Our biggest challenge from the beginning was the trust, because in this age, we work with very high-profile clients such as armies and police force. It was about the trust to AI. We are thankful to be nominated for Trustworthy AI because we went to due diligence or for academics and also from the law enforcement and insurance companies, etc. And secondly, this is also about account-based marketing. So we are building our name, our brand, and we are expanding from small country, which is not well known, to larger countries, and just see the effect in months coming, where we already can say that we work with a large corporation, multinational NGOs, and that's generally the biggest challenge for now.
There's
Quick
also
question.
the tendency today to use it opposite way, as we know some presidents candidating thanks to that, etc. Is there opportunity to kind of misuse your product in this way as well?
No. Thank you for the question. This is a really good question we always get. If you will make another app which will make the hate. No, our AI, as it was going through the diligence, is only for the classifying the text comments. So it cannot be used for doing something else. It's not like GPT that you have a prompt. This is a classifier. That's why it also doesn't hallucinate. And also everything is in-house. All the tech, all the data from the annotation to the development to the getting to production is our under hood. And we don't use any OpenAI API or any other API. And we have a full control. And we are happy to go for another due diligence with another institutions for that. So we are really keen on helping to get rid of hate, not helping to spread it for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I think the final stretch is visible at this point, and our final startups are all lined up. But who gets the honor of going third to last?
I mean, everybody knows in this studio, videos have been the hot topic because we have seen like numerous videos in here from the pitches, from the video calls with the people pitching and the jury. But next up, we have Videolevels from Estonia. Videolevels helps you build your own white-labeled streaming platform to overcome the constraints of major streaming services. So, Silver Ladoga, the floor is all yours.
Hi, I'm Silver from Videolevels. We have a video platform that allows you to easily have your own streaming capabilities to unleash the power of video for your business. Previously, I had built and sold one of the biggest streaming companies in Estonia. With Videolevels, we've been working closely with customers to develop and validate our MVP. We have 30 customers generating 6K MRR and a patent pending for a solution to increase engagement. We have amazing customers. For example, Estonian National Symphony Orchestra has created a digital concert hall for people to enjoy anywhere, anytime. And Elisa has built a communication channel to entertain, inform and educate their employees, partners and customers. And finally, one of the biggest streaming sites in Estonia, a film heritage platform, Arcader, is also powered by us. So our target customers are businesses with media content, and YouTube is just not enough for them, because YouTube doesn't give them control over their content, branding, nor business models. We make it very easy for you to go from a lot of content to well managing the content, building your site, distributing and monetizing, and taking care of the audience. Imagine having your own Netflix without technology. We have several competitors. However, after working hand in hand with customers, we built something they specifically asked for. We know our customers, we know what they want, and it is not available in the market. Right now, we are raising 500K for the next 18 months to expand and increase our MRR. What we really do is building a future of decentralized video streaming industry where creators really have the power and tools to fill their dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Silver. I have to say, I love the headband, and I am pretty sad you're not wearing it at the moment. But let's see how the jury feels about it.
Thank you, Silver. I tried to do some calculations so that in average, one customer pays you like 200 euros monthly. How can you get this figure up by customer, or how are you upselling? Or
Yeah, we have several packages, and the packages differ from each other basically for the volume that they have for streaming, for storage, for processing, etc. So when customer has more traffic, which is good for them, then they use more volume as well, and they are like naturally ready to move up to the next package.
Okay, thank you.
I think Samela has a question.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for the great pitch. I have a question about how much autonomy do the customers have over data analytics and then building those suggestions, let's say what to watch next, because this is something that YouTube does really well.
Yeah, this is something we want to in the future apply AI for. But of course, customers can pretty much customize the data models they are using to build up their sites with all the fields and how they will be used and connected with each others.
Thank you for the great pitch. During that pitch, you mentioned that you have a plan to expand your MRR. Can you elaborate on that? What's the plan and how are you going to do that?
Yes. Well, so far we've been kind of focusing on developing and validating our MVP. So from now on, we have this logical next step to focus on sales. And we've been doing this solution selling so far, and we've seen that it has been working with our current customers, and we want to expand it and experiment more to really get the product market fit in place. And we start off with Baltics, Sweden, and UK to move on with the next customers.
Great, thank you.
Thanks a lot. And Headband was truly cool. And your way to talk was like you are talking a secret to us all the time. Anyway, but expanding on this question, what has been proven so far the best kind of sales channel for you, or the way you get to the customers?
It's direct contact, basically, calling, meeting. And what really helps is that we have good references from our previous customers. So we can show what can be done, and then the customer really sees the value there.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Silver, for sharing your secrets with us.
Yes, but speaking of sparing secrets, sharing secrets, it's a mouthful. Oftentimes when you travel, you go to some place you've never been to, you get lost because the locals don't want to share their secrets.
Nope.
But there's someone who's trying to fix that. The team at WeGoTrip are developing a self-guided audio tour app powered by AI. Their tours have already helped more than 100,000 travelers explore 250 cities all over the world. Here is Alexander Golovate to tell you more about it.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm the co-founder and CEO of WeGoTrip, a self-guided audio tour app powered by AI. Every year, travelers spend $2 billion on guided tour and fall into a little hell. Tour guide rushes the tourists get lost in huge groups, don't hear or see guides, and lose time in long lines to attractions. WeGoTrip improved travelers' experience, providing self-guided tours with instant availability. We help 100,000 plus travelers explore 350 cities and earn $2.2 million GMV with 55% margin. 50 plus companies are trying to succeed in this market, but no one has done it yet. We have found a way to disrupt the travel market. Now, without any cost, every 5 minutes, a new AI-generated tour is published in WeGoTrip. We are ready to publish 50,000 tours in 6 languages worldwide and plan to achieve $250,000 MRR by the end of this year. Our vision: build the largest assistant for self-tourism, providing guides for trip planning, events, activities, all in one app. Our competitive strategy is cooperation. We have the best sales partners with unique, hard-to-replicate terms of partnerships. WeGoTrip has 22 in-house experts, and top advisors who has already created unicorn company. Traveling is our lifestyle, and we know how the best self-travel app should be. Looking to raise $2 million to 5x sales and increase revenue margin from 55% to 75%. So let's grow together, and thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Alexander. So, on to our jury.
Thank you, Alexander. My question is about the secret sauce, because it seems quite easy to me. So, what is the actual secret sauce of your service?
Hi, thank you for your question. It's a very good question. So, we have 4 hard-to-replicate business and product features. We are a two-side marketplace. Museums and tour guides are our suppliers and sales partners at the same time. We have two-side partnerships with them. The second one, our AI trains to generate the best content that only get better with time. And we provide all-in-one app for the best experience. Audio tour to attractions, included tickets to attractions. And as I say, we plan to develop guides for trip planning, events, and activities all in one app. And also we accumulate waste data for tourist demand, becoming one of the largest repositories. So we have big data from our sales partners, and we know what we need to publish on our platform. And if we will publish some tours, for example, in Paris, we will get a first purchase within 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If I got it correctly, then you mentioned that that roughly 8% is booked via your platform, and the rest is through partners. How do you plan to build up the partner network, and how does that affect your margins?
Good question. So right now, 95% of our sales via our sales partner, and we plan to develop our direct marketing channels. We know that 15% of requests on Google search about like not things to do in Paris, for example, about like Harry Potter London tours. It's no big requests in Google search, and now we can to cover all requests. I mean all low quality requests, and we plan to cover all of tours for this request. Also, we have good hypothesis which were already done. Influence marketing is the best channel for us because our product is look like I plan to travel within 2 months, and maybe I will take some of tours. And if we will cover all of influence in social media, we will acquisition a lot of customers, and we tested it, and these tests was successful. So we plan to develop our social media and on-demand request in Google search.
Thank you, Alexander. So while WeGoTrip goes global, we are going to go and move on to our last startup of the day and of the competition, really.
Yeah. So if there's anything I really love, it must be money and wine. So luckily for me, the last startup of the pitch competition 2024 is WineFortune. WineFortune helps you invest in wine and avoid fraud with it. So Risto Kaljurand, the floor is yours.
Welcome to WineFortune, where passion meets with financial profit and the fraud with the assets is prevented. We are not selling wine, we manage the asset. It's the simplest way to start investing this asset class, same as crowdfunding made it for real estate. In our platform, producers and wholesalers can get access for most valuable data to evaluate trends and also evaluate quality and price growth potential. Physical management with wines is outsourced to highly trusted warehouses near London and Brussels. All the movement with transactions and physical movement with bottles will be tracked on the Shimmer network. Why? Because fraud wines market is in value over 4 billion euros.
So what is our growth strategy? On B2C side, we're going to focus mostly on affiliate marketing, and on B2B side, we're going to target private banking, family offices, and later we have a plan to list our funds on alternative stock exchanges around the world. We have a competent team that consists of people who have very high expertise in their fields. We have multiple top wine experts, among who is Raymond Thompson, who is currently the world's best sommelier. And we have angel investors, including ex-Pipedrive CTO Sergey Ikin, who has unicorn building experience.
After 4 years, we will manage assets over 1 billion euros and we earn 81 million euros annual fees. What's the exit strategy? We will make an IPO, or we will get acquired by LVMH Group or Vivino.
So welcome
to WineFortune Investors Board.
Thank you, and nice to see you, Risto. So get ready for the last burning questions. And just so you know I invested all of my 26 euros.
26, yeah.
3 days ago, but I actually found 5 more euros, so I'm ready for the questions. Samela wants to go first.
Yes, thank you for the pitch. I have a question about business model. So in the deck, it was written that it's a subscription model, 40 euros, starting from 40 euros. But in the web page also, so there's a management fee of like 1.8. So are these directly correlated? And we have a mute.
So is it working now?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have like a investment fund, and we have subscription to the wine list. So it's basically same for both, because in a fund we have management fee 1.5% in year, and in subscription we have 1.8% per year. And the success fee from the investment fund is 20% when the raise of the value in a year is at least 10%. And from the subscription, there is a success fee 15% when customers would like to in the future exchange subscription shares against real physical asset. So these are our fees what we are earning, but also like a transaction fee from the platform, because the bigger idea in the future is that it's the one main point of contact for wholesalers and B2B marketplaces, where wholesalers can get all these well-aged wines from the one place. So yeah, it's like a queue-based fee model how we earn.
What about physical product movement and storage, and how does it interact with your growth plans?
Yeah, we totally changed this last year. So we don't manage physically anymore our self-asset. All the investment fund wines, and now also this new product subscription wines, are physically located mainly in Belgium warehouse inside EU, and the other warehouse also in UK near London. So these warehouses are only focused for investment and high value wines. They insure also these wines against London Wine Exchange market prices, and all the logistical management is made by them. So, and all the exchanges from the subscription product is delivered on few months in a year, April and October. So all the requests between these 6 months are finished by our outsourced partner on these months. So we don't have to manage all the physical movement ourselves. We can focus only as a scalable product. Is it then a subscription to the wine list or is it investment fund shares? No matter how much customers are joining our platform next month or next year.
What are the top 3 reasons for using AI in your solution?
One of the biggest is to make as liquid as possible trading this asset, because we still need several connections API side for liquidation side to make asset as liquid as possible. Where is some bid from a buying side that we could make already trading, and the second side is to make automatical API connection also for the wholesalers that they could take already from these from their stock from our platform all the wines they will need in the future. And for the selection side in the investment, we need also more like machine learning from the different criteria of the climate, of the trading history, critic reviews, and some additional criteria too.
All right, and with that, we have heard every pitch of this year's competition.
Yeah, there was a liquid asset joke in there that seemed too easy to make, but I'll leave it to the comedians. But yes, we've heard all 11 pitches. We've over the 5 days, we've heard more than 40 pitches altogether. So we'll leave our judges now in a moment to make the final decision to find out who is the final 4th member of this year's Latitude 59 pitch competition pre-final.
Latitude.
We can't keep naming these things too close to each other.
Yeah, but I think we are all friends, so it's all good.
Aye.
But anyways, yeah, the judges have to pick one more startup now, and after that they have to select at least 4 more startups that are in the fire of competing for the 1 million and the 6 other prizes we mentioned before.
Yeah, there's a lot of work still to be done, but I think we should let them go and get to it.
But should we entertain them somehow?
I don't know.
Or can we also go and you can see the empty couch, yeah?
Yes, and I also think you and Tim did such a wonderful job yesterday that it's hard to follow up.
So they are entertained from yesterday and we can just leave?
Exactly. They saw Nip for almost 15 minutes.
That was the main character.
That was a very good day. But we'll figure something out while we watch this short video.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow startuppers. I'm Nemaila from IO. Clock sticking. Don't miss out the opportunity to participate in the pitch competition if you want to be the next unicorn. To me, it was such an empowering experience and brought us so much visibility that we have been able to pitch in a lot of cool places, such as Brazil, Singapore, Japan, and other countries in the world. If you want to fundraise up to 1 million euros and have this life-changing experience as I had, don't miss out this opportunity. It's very easy. Just apply, and that's it. Unicorn drop, and I'm out.
So while the jury is making the big decisions, we have invited 2 of our friends into the studio with us. With us, we have Lina from Deal. Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Very good. Thanks for inviting.
Of course. How are you connected to Latitude 59?
Well, Latitude is definitely one of our most favorite conferences ever for me in the whole Central and Eastern European region. So with Deal, we are there 3rd time, I believe.
Yeah, I guess it's the 3rd time. And how are you connected to the startups?
So I'm heading the expansion in Central and Eastern Europe for Deal. And what we do is it is a full stack HR platform. So if startups, their first goal usually is to hire people. So they can hire people globally through Deal, pay salaries of their own employees, and do pretty much everything they need.
That sounds really cool. And with you, we have Henry from Vital Legal. Hi.
Hello there.
How's it going for you?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And how are you connected to the startups and Latitude 59?
I'm from Wider Legal, and we are connected to this wonderful conference because we have a legal clinic at the conference. So we are inviting everybody to come there. We are providing free legal advice and helping startups to grow.
So if I am a startup and I need some help, I can just come to your box and get it?
Absolutely, that's the idea. And personally, I work at the Wider Legal. I'm the co-head of the IT/intellectual property law group.
Okay, thank you.
But we're not here today to talk about everyone's day. We're here to look a little bit into the future and find out what is waiting for, what can these new startups, these growing stars look to in the future. So while we're still waiting, and we wanted to talk about life after fundraising. And that's going to be our focus for this little talk here today.
Yes, so the first question is to Henry, actually. What are some practical strategies startup can employ to structure option agreements for their international team members in a way that aligns with their growth goals and incentivizes talent retention?
Yes, option agreements. Options are important for a company and its employees because it enables the company to keep the good employees with the company and keep also the employees satisfied and motivated to put in good work. But internationally speaking, options are quite a difficult thing because the option laws, we can say like this, option laws are different in different countries. For example, the most important question for options is how are they taxed? When does the employee and how much the employee must pay tax? In Estonia, if the employee realizes the options after 3 years, then the paying of the tax is postponed. But in different countries, there are different rules. And this is why when you want to build a structure of options for employees all over the globe, then you have to talk with a local lawyer. This is so simple as that. But it can be quite difficult to do it without any legal knowledge.
Yeah, you said it's simple. I'm like, it doesn't sound simple at all.
Yeah.
So maybe I also have to come through the box.
Yeah. But you mentioned that, as teams get more and more international, what have, in your experience, been the biggest hurdles or to overcome as for founders, for fresh collectives coming together?
Well, first of all, it is. If you have an international company, there are many aspects. First of all, options definitely. Second of all, is how do you onboard those people at your company? Do you onboard them as employees? Do you onboard them as independent contractors, for example? In that case, there are pros and cons for both options. If you have an employee, then the employee has employees' rights, meaning that the employer has to pay more tax and so on. You cannot lay off people so easily. But there are also many pros. For example, if you want to agree, if you are an employer and you want to agree in a non-compete with the employee, so the employee, couldn't work in a different company at the same time, or couldn't work in a competing company for 6 months after the employment contract, then you can agree in a non-compete with an employee. But you cannot do it with a contractor because there is no point of agreeing in a non-compete with a contractor because the contractor it's a company, it's not a person. The employee can basically exit the contractor company, make a new company, and this is no longer under the non-compete clause. So having employees in that sense may be more beneficial.
Speaking of beneficial employees, Lina, you as head of expansion for the Central Eastern European region, you, I'm guessing, and Deal in general, works with a lot of employees as well as a lot of employers. But can you share some practical strategies startups can employ to overcome the complexities of international hiring, particularly when it comes to navigating labor laws and regulations?
Well, the simplest answer is come to Deal. We have the answers.
You heard it here. We're done.
Yes, as Henry mentioned already, the laws are very, very different when it comes to options, to labor laws, and also to do with even these independent contractors. So what we see a lot is early stage companies that say like, it's fine, we hire everyone as contractors, this is our agreement, but they're sending their Estonian agreement across the world, and this is not compliant. And even could be even worse because with independent contractors, some countries are very against it. So, for example, in France, you have to prove that the contractor is actually a contractor, that they have other contracts on top of your own, that they are paying their taxes. So all of this doesn't fall on the contractor, but on the client. So you need to understand in which countries you are kind of okay to hire contractors. In some countries, people prefer to be a contractor. For example, in Ukraine, you have beneficial laws and taxation. So it really differs, and there are set sort of preferences and standards, but the laws are quite complex. So I do not recommend going at it on your own.
All right. But are there any interesting or even funny laws that the startups have to follow?
Funny, I don't know. Sadly enough, labor laws usually are not quite funny. But I mean, things that you need to keep in mind is that, for example, parental leave is so different. So, for example, in US, it's not even required in some cases. And if you have a global team, you hire someone from Estonia, and then you hire someone from Mexico, and then you go like, our parental leave is 20 weeks, and Estonian will walk straight out the door, Mexican will be happy. But then comes the next question of how do you manage all of that in a global team? When it comes to these strict laws, you have to provide what the law states. So in Estonia, that would be the 1.5 years. In Mexico, I think mandatory is 5 weeks or something. So yeah, Estonians are shaking their heads. But even the things like severance, for example, in Spain, even if the employee leaves due to their own mistakes or fault, you still have to pay approximately 2 months of severance after the end of the employment.
I also have an answer to that, but on the opposite side, about the very unfunny laws. Because when your company is doing business in the FinTech or financial sector, there the laws are very, very strict. Usually when we think about jails and prisons, we think that, okay, I'm not going to jail because I'm not a murderer, I'm not a drug dealer, but according to law in Estonia and in many other member states, if you do business in the financial sector, if you are providing financial services and you do not have the appropriate license, then it's a crime. It's so simple as that.
So pretend that I'm a new founder who has no legal experience beforehand, apart from founding my own little OÜ in Estonian, which takes all of 5 minutes. In your experience, again, like what are some of the more common mistakes startups can make when drafting legal documents, whether they're related to IP or data protection, just to cover their own bases in terms of operating and in perpetuity as well, to make sure that some decisions that you make as you found the company don't come back to bite you in the butt years down the line.
Yeah, it's a really good question. Regarding intellectual property, there are 2 important aspects. If you have for example, you are trying to do a software company, so you have your programmers typing software and so on. If those programmers are not your employees, but contractors, then you have to agree with them in a contract that they give the IP rights of the code to the company. If you do not agree on that, then those IP rights will still belong to that person itself. And this will bite you in the butt afterwards, because if you're trying to raise money or you're trying to exit the company, then the investors are going to look at these contracts and are going to say that, well, it's a nice company, you have built a nice software, but it doesn't belong to the company. And if you, at this moment, want to try to negotiate with those programmers, it can be quite difficult. And also, another important aspect regarding software and intellectual property is that nowadays, the software is rarely built from zero. Usually, programmers take codes from different, databases, and those different codes have different licenses. For example, MIT license and so on. And what is important is that you know which kind of codes you put in together as one code, because those different licenses may not play together. For example, if you use a bit of the code, which license says that you have to keep the source code available of your program, then you may be not able to sell the code for money. So you have to make it freely available to everyone, so basically freeware. So it's really important to understand which kind of code and which kind of licenses you use to put together your software in a company.
Interesting.
No, I mean, as a first-time founder, I'm sure that you do a lot of these things based off of the momentum that you have, rather than being clear-headed and kind of thinking in the moment that yes, I need to think about IP when it's just you and a couple of your buddies who have come up with the next Skype.
Yeah, it's a difficult part for startups because nobody really wants to think about the legal stuff before it's too late. And attorneys are expensive, legal stuff, it keeps behind, it takes time, it's inconvenient, but if it's going to bite you in the butt afterwards, then it's actually important to deal with it as early as possible.
Yeah, I think legal stuff can be really scary because we don't know enough about it, but if we do something wrong, it's really, really heavy on the wallet to deal with it later. So
exactly.
Come to the legal box in latitude 59 and get to know this stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
But Lina, talking about international hiring, how big is the cultural sensitivity in the role of startups when hiring people from all around the world?
Well, this is one thing you have to think about early on. There are huge benefits in hiring globally. So if you're a startup, you need the best talent quickly, and most likely they do not live in a 50-kilometer radius from your office. So this was one of the keys to success for Deal. We are a team of nearly 4,000 people from over 100 countries. But when it's an early team, you're doing things fast and everything's great. But when the team grows so quickly, you have to start understanding that cultures are different. So if an Estonian says everything quite directly, maybe someone in LATAM will freak out and thinking that I'm super rude. There are just different ways of communication, and especially when you're communicating via these work chats, the tone doesn't come through and everything else. So get your communication in the company right from the beginning. And then when it comes to hiring, as I mentioned, come to Deal, we'll sort it out. But it really gives you an advantage when you have a diverse team, whether they are different ages, different, both genders, or how many, or from different countries, different cultures. So there will be someone in the room that knows the answer. So diversity isn't really this kind of tick mark, but it will really benefit your team in the end.
Yeah, diversity is definitely the key.
Yeah, but to go a little, dig a little deeper, as you said, diversity is not just, a lot of the times it can feel as if it's used as a buzzword to just tack something on that, hey, we have a diverse team of founders, and then it's mostly guys that look like me, but they're from, the Baltics and a Polish guy. But what have you found, in terms of Deal's approach to diversity, or as you deal with a lot of employees, what have been some of the maybe easiest to kind of spot issues that founders themselves or companies themselves might not even think about? But from Deal's side of things, having worked with, since as you said, thousands of employees, or the company has grown so much, how about your own internally in Deal? How have you guys tackled diversity in a way?
Well, it often comes from the top. So we have, our founders are quite different from each other, but that's why they complement each other. They are different personalities from different backgrounds. And this is how, at the beginning, probably we just hired the best people we could. But now when we're building teams, for example, for me, we have a sales team in CE. We have to think about the gender diversity, for example. If the sales team is all male, then it's very difficult to hire some women into it. But it will, you see it in the results very quickly from teams that are different from each other, because they will come up with different solutions. And in the end, you will win.
Yeah. But I think from speaking of direct and diverse teams, I see that our jury is already they can't wait to get back on the set. So I think they've made their decision. And thank you to our guests today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys at Latitude.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes. And see you, everyone at home, in a second after this clip. And thank you again to our guests. And in the meanwhile, our jury has adjourned. Have you come to a unified decision about who today's winner is?
Or did you guys fight?
Yes. How was the process?
We didn't fight actually. And we have a decision.
You do?
Ooh,
Yes, we do.
I can't wait to hear it. See, I said I can't wait to hear it for the first time right.
Yes.
Because every day I say I can't hear to wait it.
But now you can't wait to hear it.
I can't wait.
So, without further ado, with a little bit of drum roll, who is the final finalist?
And today's winner, the final finalist is Eat in Hotels.
Eat in Hotels. Congratulations.
Congratulations. No way.
Amazing.
So,
thank you very much, guys.
What's the first feeling right now? What are you going to do next?
I'm shocked.
Shocked.
I am absolutely shocked. And thank you very much. To all of the beer founders, you are amazing. Oh man, you were crazy competition, and I'm sure I'm going to meet you on the stage, and I will have to compete again with you, which is super crazy. Thank you very much, jury, for your trust. I'm very very happy. I think that my team is also yelling from their amazement and their happiness.
I have to say I'm really happy because I feel one step closer to teaching my fitness and maybe Prisma for breakfast because I'm going to join your platform and my life is going to be so good.
Yes, you already have at least 2 subscribers.
Amazing, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, and we can't wait to see you at Latitude 59 conference.
Yeah, see you in a little less than 3 weeks at this point, basically.
Oh my God, don't say that.
So, as Latitude nears, yes, scary because, the biggest, the loudest, the boldest
ever
conference of the Baltics.
But I always have to say, I'm really looking forward to it, but at the same time, I really don't want it to happen because that means it's going to be over again and I have to wait another year for another conference.
But that's the beauty, you get to wait. It's like elves. Oh, I'm sorry for our underage viewers. Elves are real, but you also have to wait for elves. They come once every season, or you have to wait until they come back.
Yeah,
so,
to be fair, they will be here quicker than you can expect because it might snow tomorrow. You never know in Estonia.
You never know. Yeah, let's not jinx it. Let's not just wallow on it for too long. But thank you again to our wonderful judges today for all the hard work that you've done, all the selection. As you said, you were unanimous, but it was a lot of info to process. And thank you to all of our startups pitching today.
And I have to say to everyone who has been with us for the past 4 days, you are doing amazing, sweeties.
All right. So
but we have top 4.
What are we doing?
And over the weekend, the juries are going to announce the other at least 4 startups. So keep an eye on our socials and you can see the whole list who is going to be on the stage of Latitude 59 Pitch Competition Finals on the 24th of May in Kulttuurikatel.
Wow. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make your way over to latitude59.ee/tickets. Get it now because they might run out. You don't want to be left behind the door wondering, oh, I wish I could be in there. No, get it now. Don't forget.
Just so you know, we run out of tickets every year, so hurry.
That's a good problem to have.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, see you guys soon. Thanks for having us. Thanks for listening to our maybe some of like smart sentences, but a lot of just yapping.
I mean, you have to be there for the people. You have to entertain, right?
Absolutely.
And we hope that you found something insightful from the past 4 days. We hope that we made you chuckle at least once. If we didn't, better luck next year. Come find me and fight me at Latitude.
Yeah, can somebody please stop us now? Otherwise,
Yes.
we're never gonna.
This
end.
will never end. We will
Hades, like,
just
ooh.
fade to black. Curtain,
Cancel?
something.
Okay, we got canceled. Okay, bye.
Oh, the timer is up. Okay,
Bye.
so see you guys.